Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luke of Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hey, who ordered some judicial justice?
I know I did.
Oh, I know you did.
Outrageous.
You ordered it like 30 weeks ago. I'm just happy I got that out. That tongue twister out. Anyway, welcome back, kids, to another episode of Unlimited Justice, your Justice League, your Justice Society podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always,
the Gavel of Doom, Lilith Hellfire, y'all.
It's Court. Did you say the Gavel of Doom?
Yes, I did.
Nice. That's right, kids. She's judging you. It is Lilith Hellfire.
Exactly.
Especially if you're a man, she's judging you. Especially if you're.
I just want you to be better. It's constructive criticism.
Especially if you're naked in her home, she's judging you. Anyway, yes, kids, we're making all these judge and court puns because yes, we are covering today one of Lilith Hellfire's requests: America versus the Justice Society.
I think this is essential. This is one of those essential stories. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you want to know the history of the Justice Society, read this series, because I had never read it before. I mean, I think there's stuff in here I never knew about the Justice Society.
Yeah, this is a love letter. Roy Thomas with his bud Dan Thomas. If you know, you know. They really wrote it, took time to write a love letter. They got Adrian Roy doing the colors, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. You know, we got Jerry Ordway did the covers for most of these, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I mean, this is like a rootin' tootin' good time. This is 1985, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We're recovering, so.
Pre-crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, more and more, I'm just agreeing with you more and more. It's like, yeah, we need to go back to pre-crisis. Again, save a few elements.
I miss old school Earth, too. I'll just tell you that. I really, truly do.
Again, just like save, you know, certain elements like Superman's family. But besides that, yeah, just, I don't know. We just need to go pre-crisis. They should reverse Black Canary Huntress. If you know what I mean, if that makes sense. I like, you know, regular Huntress, but I like when she was Catwoman and Batwoman's daughter. I do. Yeah.
There's something about that I just really love. I can't put my finger on what it is.
But
maybe because Bruce actually made a damn commitment to Selena. I don't know.
Damn. But again,
maybe that's what it is.
I know.
That legacy feels like that's a legacy character that feels earned to me.
But
whereas Huntress in the main books doesn't feel earned. It's just like she's just there tangentially. Yeah,
but at least on the main Earth, are they ever going to write Batman that old, you know, that old enough to have that old of a daughter? No, I don't think.
They could.
They could. I mean,
listen, the kids are roasting the hell out of Batman. Every chance they get. No young kids are interested in Batman. Nobody wants a billionaire. They're rooting for Poison Ivy and freaking Victor Freeze. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I'm just saying, you got to read the room.
I mean, yeah, why don't we do that? I mean, you know, age Batman up a little bit. I mean, he can come out, you know, hit the streets, you know, once or twice.
I mean, to be fair, they did age him up in freaking Batman Beyond, which is why it's one of my favorite Bat properties ever.
Well, it's in the future. They kind of have to. But no.
Well, he took Lazarus Pit. I mean, he pulled a gun out. Well, why not Lazarus Pit water, you know?
Hey-oh. But again, yeah, like, you know, 40, you know, make him 40 or 50, and then, you know, bring them out for special occasions. But, you know, yeah, you can have Huntress, you know, Nightwing's out there. You got 50 Robins out there.
You got 50 Batgirls now too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but man, they don't want to do that to their cash cow.
I'm just saying, a lot of the Bat books, specifically Nightwing, does better consistently than the main Bat books. I mean, probably not now that Chip's on it. It'll probably bring the numbers back up. But for a while, Nightwing was really outselling Batman badly. So,
well, again, like I said, you know, he's basically Batman, but he's not a dick, and he can have
Batman.
He's friendly. He has a sense of humor, you know.
He's not that serious. I agree.
And this, it's just like...
I think he's just serious enough.
I mean, how many decades of brooding can you get? Can you take?
Angel from Buffy says, F you.
He
wanted to be Batman so bad in that first season. It was ridiculous.
I don't even mean like story-wise. I mean real life time. It's like, how many decades can we go with brood?
Exactly.
And Lilith is like, at least if you're going to give me brooding, have him like hanging guys off bat planes and crushing them.
Exactly. Let's get back to the basics where Batman kills.
But again, they can't do that either because it's like, are we going to,
He didn't initially have that rule, is all I'm saying, and we did perfectly fine.
I know. That was the 30s and, early 40s.
In the comics authority code, come on. He was killing people then. We can't kill now.
But again, with their branding and everything, they're like, Wonder
Woman kills. Just saying.
I know.
Even in the mod up to this day.
If you want to sell stuff to children, he can't kill. It's like, okay, how much Joker stuff do you have out there? I
told you, Joker's his own brand now, and that's scary.
I've
been very against that.
I mean, not only is he a murderer, but he's like,
a mass murderer.
Well, that, and also, he's an abuser when he's in relationships.
Exactly.
So, but then look,
they'll never Me Too Joker, bro. No matter how much it needs to be done, they'll never do it.
But again, look at real life. I mean, there's famous people who are like that, and there's still people who will stand up for them.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, O.J. Simpson still gets dates.
Hey now, we don't talk about the juice here.
Hey, she walked in like carefully bloody trap.
Speaking of, kangaroo courts.
Hey, all right.
And being railroaded.
Yeah, we could talk because like I have short synopses for each issue, so then we can get into the details.
Bro, can I just talk about how that Adam is Al Pratt in that flashback story? I bet these kids don't even know who that is.
I know.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, bro, I was a weird kid to like this stuff. Where kids like, oh yeah, Dr. Midnight, okay. Well, besides Charlie.
I like the name. All right. Yeah, America versus the Justice Society. Thank you. I'm glad they held themselves back from naming it America versus the Justice Society of America.
Exactly. I accuse thee of treason.
How dare you have America in your name? Yeah, America versus the Justice Society. Number 1, January 9th. January 9th.
Oh, this ran from January to April, right?
Yeah, it must. Yeah, because January is the first issue. Yeah. I accuse. Yeah, writers Roy and Dan Thomas, penciler Raphael Kayanen, Rich Buckler, Jerry Ordway, inkers Alfredo Alcala and Bill Collins, colorist Adrian Roy, letterer David Cody Weiss, and editors Roy Thomas and Janice Race.
So I love that Roy brought his wife in. That's what I was alluding to about Dan being his bud. But she also did a lot of work on All-Star Squadron. And then she did some other, kind of offbeat stuff. Sun, Thunder, the Crimson, Avenger miniseries. And, of course, she worked on Avengers West Coast. So.
Oh, yeah, I remember
pretty
West
prolific
Coast.
in her own right. And I think that was pretty neat that those two got married. And they're actually, because, Roy really didn't, after a while, mess with the other side, but she did.
That's right. Find yourself a girl who loves comics as much as you do.
Exactly. She'd never say Hulk could beat Superman.
Our youth these days. What's wrong with them, little?
But no, I just thought that was just really sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like they bonded probably over this. Like they were both kids growing up, and they were just like, "Oh, we work at DC. Let's pitch this." Aww. And then they got it and just.
Oh, you love old heroes, so do I.
You know who Al Pratt is? Amazing.
Oh my god! And I'm one of the things I'm glad for this series is explaining to me why are they sometimes the Justice Society? Why are they sometimes the Justice Battalion? Why are
They're whatever America needs at the time. Okay? They're not the heroes we deserve. They're the heroes we need, okay?
Whatever name we need to sell war bonds under, we're gonna do. Yeah. The discovery of a diary written in Batman's own hand naming the Justice Society as conscious conspirators with Adolf Hitler causes Congress to summon the JSA for an investigation and accounting, and Robin and the Huntress find themselves on separate sides of the controversy. Okay, in Batman's own hand, I mean...
How do they know?
This isn't even Batgod yet. Well, remember, Superman recognized the handwriting, and even because it doesn't Superman point out, it's like... I didn't think we had Batgod yet, but it's like to protect his identity when he's Batman, he writes left-handed.
No, that makes sense though.
What kind of paranoid? I mean, nobody.
He's paranoid. He's crazy.
I guess, but I didn't think we got paranoid Batman at this point.
You know who did that as well? Actually, he wrote backwards in his opposite hand, which would be right-handed. For Leonardo da Vinci did that.
Oh, really?
He had like a whole So maybe he read that in the book. Because back in the day, Bruce was a little crazy and paranoid and really eccentric, and
Well, when we get to the end of this series, too, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm just scrolling through all the list of like characters who are in this issue or named in this issue. It's just
I just love that Bruce's birth year in this one is like 1915, and then they go all the way basically to I think Adventure Comics 462, which would have been around 1979 as the year of his death.
Yes.
It's just like that's what I mean. It's like a love letter. It's these little things, and you can tell that they grew up on these comic books. They love these characters. It's I never thought about it for like the older writers, like you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. So they call it out, man. He's like 64 years old when he died.
That's pretty damn old for people back then. I'm just saying.
But again, Earth too. Yeah.
Well, touche.
But yeah, this thing, this thing sent me down the rabbit hole because once they mentioned Adventure Comics 462, I was like, I never read that, so I read Adventure Comics 462.
Oh man, my comic book guy had a whole bunch of those old ones. He had,
really?
The old Austin. He gets I guess a lot of these old people are dying, and he gets like basically estate sales at this point. Like I said, we got he had a whole bunch of those old Twilight Zone comics, Riceboro comics, all of that stuff, like Conan and all that stuff. So.
And was it just like an artistic thing, or like why did they put reprint Adventure? Well, they printed Adventure Comics 462 in black and white. Why did they do that?
Who knows? Who knows why they do what they do?
Because they even had it in black and white on the app.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I guess however it was presented. Yeah, because there was even a note in the
feel old timey, maybe. I don't know.
In the beginning, it was just like, yes, this thing has only ever been printed in black and white. It's like, oh,
there might have been like an ink shortage or something when they were printing. Silly things like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Little tidbits like that lost to time. Just like Hulk shorts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Basically the big thing of this issue is this supposedly diary of Batman falls into the hands of Superman after his death, and
that's why you don't write your crimes down.
Okay, but I'm just like, I get it's a different era, but like, why did Superman feel the need to print this in the paper?
He needed to keep his job because he's bad. So, look, listen, Clark Kent is actually bad at his job. He's very much Peter Parker. He's just coasting on his Superman stories, bro.
I guess.
And people were sick of Superman stories, so he had to do something juicy. I think this is very much, McCarthy era, a jab at McCarthy era and stuff like that, too. So, yellow journalism, the whole deal. It's top to bottom. It's a critique of society.
I guess, yeah. What's my other thing? There's one other point I wanted to make. I'm getting old. But no, I mean, like I said, this was the first time I read this series. No, I was, like I said, there was stuff in here I don't think I ever knew about the Justice Society. Because they
did you continue reading Adventure Comics? Because I know Adventure Comics 466 plays a real big part. Then you've got All-Star Comics, basically the whole run 3 through 57. And then the revival also back in the 70s. It's a lot of reading if you really want to get into it.
Eventually I want to. No, I didn't, just because I needed to finish this. I mean, this is wordy. I needed to finish this, and I had to watch, 2 horrible movies. Check out Patreon, kids.
There's only one truly horrible movie.
Oh.
You'll find out, patrons!
One is bad. One, you shouldn't even torture prisoners of war with that one.
No. You should definitely torture prisoners of war with the worst movie.
With the sound on is torture. All right. Oh, hey, they name you in this Murder Machine.
Exactly.
Oh my god! But yeah, just scrolling. There's all these characters they name. I mean, they literally name pretty much every story of the Justice Society in this, right?
Name check.
Yeah, everything.
Name checked every one of them.
Even ones, even they called out. They're just like, yeah, that wasn't much of a big one, but it happened. All right.
Did you know though, like, the Adventure Comics 466 is actually like the longest and last JSA adventure prior to the cancellation of that series.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's really neat that they brought in everything. As you can tell, I love Golden Age. That's my jam.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I know it's Earth 2, but I still admire their. They killed off Earth 2 Batman. They kept him dead. So. Yeah, I do admire that.
Main comics could never. Modern comics. Could
no,
never.
not even Earth 2. They would not kill off Batman.
Not even Earth 69.
I know, man. That's their bread and butter.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Oh my lord. But it's like, okay, isn't not public knowledge? I'm like, oh, the whole big kerfuffle is just, oh yeah, they worked with Hitler. I'm like, isn't it public knowledge that he had the spear at that? Well, maybe not public knowledge, but don't enough people know that it's like Adolf Hitler? And don't they say he had the spear of destiny? So didn't he have like magical powers to exert on the Justice Society?
Exactly.
So it's like it wasn't of their own will if it happened.
And again, this is they're kind of referencing the time of un-American activities. You know what I mean? I
thought that was the whole point of like the whole Spirit Destiny thing. It's like that's why the Justice Society didn't take Hitler out in 2 seconds during World War II, is because he had the Spirit Destiny and he could
But they have an agenda for this.
I know.
And it's very, American politics has always been garbage.
I guess, yeah. You're right.
How are you going to have a 4th of July and still have slaves? I'm just saying. American politics has always been garbage. From the beginning.
I know. Well, again, yeah.
I mean, that right there, that just sums up. That's America in a nutshell.
I mean, again.
God bless America and no place else, okay?
They even reference that 1951 trial. It's just like, oh, tell us who you are. And the Justice, Hawkman just basically.
We're like, peace out, homies.
They basically just give him the finger and be like, nope, bye.
We're retiring. Let's disband.
Civil War,
which is why Smallville's JSA 2-hour episode is one of the best JSA things. I'm just saying, if you don't know, you need to know. And I can't wait for freaking Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum to talk about it on Talk Smallville.
Oh,
definitely go listen to that podcast, I guess.
Oh my!
The money, allegedly, apparently.
Did that start yet?
Yeah, it started already. I think episode 2's out by now.
Okay.
By the time they hear this.
No, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm trying to work through like every episode of the Better Call Saul podcast, till before the end.
Good luck, buddy.
I know.
I mean, you get to sit at work with your podcast.
And there's only like 10 a season, so it's like I'm already like halfway through season 2, so.
You think you'll make it?
Maybe. I don't know. If not, I'll probably still keep going, just to see what they say about the whole thing.
Yeah, I love I love official podcasts.
Oh yeah, especially Vince Gilligan, all those like.
Oh, he's such a cheeky off the cuff guy. Is he like that on the podcast?
Kind of, yeah. Him and Peter Gould are there, and they have like editors there, people who like directed, and and again they'll have actors on there, and like they have Ray Seahorn, they have Jonathan Banks is a hoot, man. He just keeps coming back, like he don't take crap off anybody, and is like, oh yeah, that guy behind that behind the scenes guy, he's like, oh, I call him the Little Prince, yeah.
I'll have to remember to check that out.
Oh yeah.
Because I actually, after the show ends, I'm gonna binge that, and then I'm gonna follow by Breaking Bad, and then I'm gonna do it in Breaking Bad, then Better Call. I
my god, I think I saw an article somewhere. They're like, oh, they're looking for another spinoff. I'm like, dude, Better Call Kim. Come on.
Justice for Kim for sure.
We haven't seen her die yet. Okay, you're kind of. I mean, you didn't watch this past week, but you watched all the other ones, right?
Yeah.
They're not just going to leave that as her ending, right?
Listen, I'm telling you, they're either going to make a movie or a spin-off. They're doing it very much how they did the Jesse story. I guarantee you we're going to get a version of, that story where we're just going to get either like a little short show or like a movie.
Or again, there's still 3 episodes left. Maybe she shows up at, years later. I don't know.
Time to make the donuts. That's all I know.
Or the Cinnabon. All right. Jump to the next one.
Cinnabon is a glorified bear claw. Fight me. I'll die on that hill.
It's corporate bear claws.
Exactly. Worst of all, corporate bear claws.
All right. Bear claws, cultural appropriation.
Exactly. You like that, Gen Z? Find that funny, Gen Z?
Stay tuned, kids. We do this all day. All right. Should we jump to number 2?
Yeah, let's jump to number 2. That's fine.
All right. America vs. the Justice Society, number 2, February 1985. God, trial by Congress.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is my second favorite one. They really... I don't know why the Spectre looks like freaking Dr. Doom, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, we did switch pencilers, so I don't know.
Yeah. We switched to Michael Blair, I think.
Yeah.
Bear.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get the hearing of the Justice.
Oh, yeah, and then we get an additional editor as well.
Yeah. Oh no, we had 2 editors last time. I think we need to.
Was Janice the first time?
Yeah, Janice and Roy. Yeah.
Oh.
I think you need 2 editors on this whole thing, just to keep the timeline straight. It's like
not even the timeline. It's just like there's a lot of moving parts.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it was good, very wordy.
They definitely didn't want to have to take a month off for this one.
Yeah,
so.
very text heavy. I mean, you get your money's worth for it,
Yeah.
Watercolor should never.
I mean, they try. Bless their hearts.
I know. The hearing of the Justice Society begins, but the Spectre crashes it to offer his old friends sanctuary on another world, and possibly to threaten their accusers with death. Oh yeah, that wacky Spectre. He's like, I could take you to another world and crush this one. That's like, okay, no.
I'm lonely. Join me.
Dude, we're trying to prove our innocence. Don't threaten to destroy the world.
That's what Superman should have been doing. As a person who loves Superman for that misunderstood masterpiece, I think that Superman should rule humanity with an iron fist. Get rid of the nuclear bombs and whatnot. But that's just me. I'm like 2 days away from being a full-on supervillain every day, so,
Yeah, but again, that's a slippery slope of denying people free will, Love Hellfire.
Do you really want to get into that philosophical debate of if technically, do we really have free will?
I know. And well, especially anymore.
I know if I had my actual real choice, I would live in the forest and forage.
Oh my.
I wouldn't be paying bills on a spinning rock in space. What the F? I'm just saying. This issue made me very, I have a lot of feelings about it.
Miss Uber Eats, I would forage in the forest.
Listen, life of convenience. That's what capitalism forces you to. It does.
You can make a trip to the...
get up in the morning, right? You're too tired to cook, so...
You can make a trip to the grocery store.
And I do, for the dogs.
She handpicks stuff for those dogs, not for herself.
Me, I'll put any old Big Mac in my pail. Yeah, you almost got it!
Did you say something about a Big Mac in your gullet? Is that what you're about to say?
I need some muscle and some meat. Dear McDonald's. Actually, no. This is actually a PepsiCo. We're pro PepsiCo. So, Yum Brands. Dear Yum Brands.
Oh my god. McDonald's, good enough for Lilith Hellfire's hole.
I don't think they'd appreciate that.
No.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, this issue really pushes home the whole McCarthyism stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems kind of like a cycle. A vicious cycle.
Oh my god. But yeah, just all these listed characters. Wilfred Doom with an E.
Yeah, they had to make that distinction, didn't they?
Yes. There was a mistake on the cover. The Spectre's word bubble is supposed to say release the Justice Society or die, but they didn't put the or.
Well, that makes it more, threatening.
Menacing, yes.
I don't know. It's just so funny. This whole if you read it back then, you'd be like, you try to be like, oh, this has never happened in real life, and then fast forward, a couple decades, and you're like, yeah, if superheroes are real, this would totally be it.
Well, that's like this week. Me and Will were doing DC 1 million.
Oh.
And the whole thing, when they come back and they unleash that like virus, and like I remember telling Will, it was like 1998. We thought this whole virus thing was far fetched, huh? Infecting the whole world.
Of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So, shout out to them for like really just getting it, I guess.
Yes.
This is just like pinnacle of like what a comic book should be with the commentary on society and stuff.
So, okay, here's a question. Why do you like this story so much? I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad story, but I'm just saying, why do you like it? Because you requested this. This was on your list. Why do you like this story so much?
It's a love letter to the Golden Age, to the Justice Society. I think that Justice Society has just been forgotten, in this modern era. I think we need to sometimes look to the past because it definitely informs of, what the people that are writing the books now kind of grew up on, and we just need to get back to that. Like, I just feel like modern comics, specifically DC modern comics, is so lost in chasing their tail with pushing 20 Bat books and not realizing that Superman needs to be inspiring. He doesn't need to be Casual Friday Superman gritty. Let's kill Zod. Batman doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be everywhere all at once. You know what I mean? Things like that. Wonder Woman needs to get back to, actually caring about people, being compassionate, but also being, she was the first one to, like, she doesn't have a no-kill rule technically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you need to do what you got to do. And look at her now. Like, it's just, I just feel like the Trinity is a mess. And when we look back to this is just kind of what I wish we could get back to. And even commentary in today's comic books, everybody's so afraid of losing their job that I think we really, in the big two books, we've lost that commentary as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I am enjoying Public Domain, just in general, by Chip Zdarsky. Just scathing pettiness, man. I love it.
I was going to say, you reminded me, I saw this. I believe it's this week coming up. Dark Crisis #3 is coming out. They said the JSA is showing up. Look at one of the covers, Little Hellfire.
I know, I saw it.
Okay.
And I'm very skeptical because, like I said, they don't care about the Justice Society as a brand anymore when that used to be their bread and butter.
Maybe they're going to show up to call. Oh my God, you know what it is? They're going to show up to call Black Adam out on his BS.
Yeah, right.
Because
he's gonna crush him.
Because movie.
Yeah, I know. He'll probably just like snap his fingers like Thanos and crush him.
Oh God.
I don't even want to get started in the whole OP Black Adam thing right now. I don't want to do it.
Because he's Dwayne Johnson. Oh,
exactly.
OP. He's so OP, even Batman couldn't take him down in Urban Legends.
Yeah. Oh, must reading for this particular issue. I think, if I remember right, it's All-Star Squadron Annual 3.
Yes.
So yeah. Which All-Star Squadron was always kind of a joke to me as a kid. I don't know why. It's just, it's kind of like the Seven Soldiers of Victory. I mean, my dad made me watch Westerns. Maybe that's what it is. And I'm just, not for, it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, except for because I know the characters now.
It feels like a spaghetti Western. I'm just like, ooh.
I mean, All-Star Squadron, maybe because I know the characters now, but, just like besides Jade and maybe one or two others, I'm like, why do I care about just All-Star Squadron?
One-Star Squadron, indeed. Oh, that's all I'm saying. I've always felt that way. I love that book exists.
That was a good book.
It was. Very much poking fun at that. But yeah, I love the trial part. I think that's just very exactly how it goes. And it has happened. Like I said, it's a shout out to McCarthyism. So. And
again, modern comics could never. I love how we get like editor's notes, or it's like, oh, hey, this happened this year, and
Yeah, I do kind of miss editor's notes. I'm so sad that they felt that was just very much a Marvel thing, and they wanted to kind of knock that off.
Or is that just the excuse that they just not want to look up numbers and stuff?
Well, now I definitely think that's what it is. But back then, I think they were definitely trying to distinguish themselves because. Up until I'd say probably up until the 80s, it was give or take. They were very much going back and forth, copying each other heavily. So
because at this point, can't you just Google something and be like, oh hey, that was this issue, okay?
Yeah, there's whole Wikipedias.
Yeah. 5 minutes on Google, you're gonna find out which issue you can reference.
And at this point, though, I think that the writers they know their stuff, but at the same time, the editors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why we don't get editors. And they're pumping out so many damn Bat books. Who could keep up?
Exactly. All right. Should we do number 3? Hey.
You do know what number 3 is, don't you?
Oh.
That's a moral oral joke. If you know, you know. No.
Oh, okay.
That's another bodily fluid.
Oh. All right. America First, the Justice Society. Number 3, March 1985. Hostile Witness.
Oh dear. This cover makes me laugh. Listen, his name is Wizard, right? But he got it by like combining his first name and his last name. And I just will never get over that.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's come from the Otto Octavius school, naming yourself
William Zard? Like, no, stop it! Stop it!
Otto Octavius.
No.
Yeah, I'm glad we've broken that habit of, oh, hey, what's my code name? Oh, I know, I'll do some kind of weird combination of my first and last name.
Oh, like, dude, when I was a kid and I realized that, I couldn't stop laughing.
I mean, Victor Freeze, it's like, okay, I get it.
Oh, God. And also, shout out to a character being called Thunderbolt. Nobody told Marvel. I totally forgot about that. I was just like, oh, yeah.
All right. Well, DC was using Thunderbolt before Marvel.
Yeah, but much like Captain Marvel, you know.
There's a movie coming.
Exactly. I will forever be bitter. About the Shazam thing.
Oh my God. Thunderbolts, they better have Zemo in a Citizen V costume.
Do they even know who Citizen V is?
I don't know. But again, you could do the whole Homeland.
No shade to those writers that be writing the MCU stuff.
I know. But again,
I feel like outside of like maybe Hawkeye, the TV series, they were not fans.
I know. But again, you could pull the whole Homelander shtick, where it's like, this like a-hole hiding behind the, the American flag colors and stuff,
Just like in real life.
And it's good. Exactly. And it's got the fancy man cape and the sword. Come on.
I don't think swords are in this season. So
Hey-oh.
Don't get your hopes up, bud. Hostile Witness indeed, though.
Please.
Which is the title of this issue.
Oh, sorry. The Justice Society continues recounting their history for the congressional hearing, but are astonished when another witness is called on to testify for the prosecution.
See, this is how you know it's the Wizard. You love the Wizard. Nobody beats the Wiz. You're welcome.
Leaping Larry. No, but again, it's like, I know this is for the story purposes, but I'm, first, Helena should have cross-examined this guy. The first question: aren't you a felon? Don't you have a criminal record? Why should this,
court believe you?
Yeah, exactly. Why should they take your word over the word of like a dozen superheroes, who have saved this country and this world multiple times?
Because they're ungrateful. That's why.
I know, but it's just like, aren't you a criminal? Have you been arrested many times? Didn't you work with Hitler?
Willingly? No magic involved?
I love how he's the witness. It's like, oh yeah, I worked with Hitler, so I know they worked with Hitler. It's like, okay. It's like, okay.
Are you getting immunity for your testimony, sir? Out of order. This court is out of order. Somebody get Olivia Benson on the phone. I do not like this.
Oh my God. That's what we need. DC Universe, criminal intent. Dun dun.
Exactly. I mean, that's what Gotham PD should be, but that's none of my business.
Oh yeah, them bringing down all these maniacs, and then you see them getting tried. Oh my God, come on, kids.
It's Harvey Dent.
Oh, either that or it's like the Joker in court. I'm
crazy. Send me to Arkham.
Wait a minute.
That's how every episode ends. I'm crazy. Send me to Arkham.
So you operate under the name Killer Moth? There are no killer moths, sir.
That's what you think.
Oh my Lord. Okay. I'm glad I can get a word in edgewise here. Oh my God, that Harley Quinn yesterday. Oh my God. I love when Bane's in the more or Lex and his credit card gets declined and the cashier's like, I can't hold this stuff. So it goes to Calendar Man. What's he gonna blow up Valentine's Day?
Like I said, that show is written for me.
Uh-huh.
It's written for me. Everything's coming up Clayface, and I'm so excited.
Just a minute, I saw Calendar Man and behind him. I'm like, oh my god, are they going to reference Calendar Man? And they did. Oh my god. I thought for sure Charlie would say said something. It's like, you know what, Sinestro, and like he doesn't know Reverse Flash, but I'm like, Sinestro and Reverse Flash are going to sit here waiting for awards. I don't think so.
Sinestro's hoping he won. He is arrogant. He just knew he won something.
The most orderly the most orderly organization. The Yellow Lantern Corps. Well, thank you.
We run a tight ship. Sinestro did nothing wrong.
Oh my god.
He still won't do the drop, so it's hilarious at this point. So I'll just keep saying it.
I know. Oh my god. What was Reverse Flash going to get? Oh.
The vibrating hand award.
Well, I was going to say the person that make love to the timeline the best.
Making sweet, sweet love.
Then Barry shows up. That's a lie. It was me, Thrawn.
I effed it good.
But it's just kind of scary. It's just kind of scary how everything's kind of cyclic. You know, it's a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And again, I think it's just as the older we get, and you know, just stuff we see in real life. It's basically like, okay, so did people know? You know, did writers know stuff back in the day, or is just like, are certain public figures just becoming parodies? You know.
Oh yeah, American Life is a parody at this point.
Yeah,
honestly.
I know.
The whole world's laughing at us. So I gotta get the hell out of here. Get a different passport, color passport.
Oh my god! But yeah, I mean, kids, if you don't believe me, they're packing a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I mean, testimonies told by the JS.
This will be like 12-issue maxi series variant covers.
At least 12. Yeah.
Oh my god! Let's not give them ideas.
But,
I mean, this actually would be the perfect time to revisit a story like this. Honestly.
But yeah, I mean, the stories from this trial include stuff from All Star Comics 15 through 41.
Was that on the app? Because good luck if it's not.
What?
All-Star Comics, those issues, are they on the app?
I'm trying to, here, let me look, because, yeah, I don't know. I know, like, their first appearance was on there, because sometimes they don't have all of them. I mean, American vs. the Justice Society was on there.
Because a lot of that was Gardner Fox and Joe Gallagher, that All-Star Comic stuff. So.
Oh.
And they had, like, a ton of, like, every single issue obviously had a ton of stories.
I mean, the Adventure Comics was on there, oh, wait, let me see. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. It's looking like they might be on there.
And those comics, I remember All-Star Comics definitely had a lot of Johnny Thunder in it. Like, that was, like, I think that was probably one of his favorite characters.
Yeah, it's looking like they're on here. I mean, at least...
That's pretty cool.
The ones
if you can, you should go back and read those. Those stories are fun and informative, especially if you like Johnny Thunder, Dr. Midnight, those guys. It's a lot of stories about them.
I mean, not all of them, but it looks like a good bit. I mean, there's at least 59 issues of it.
Okay, yeah, that's a good chunk.
Because it starts at number 3, their first appearance, and then it goes up to like 38. Wait, is it 38?
Oh,
yeah.
So you could do the 38. I think it ends at 41.
Well, it goes from 3 to 38. Then there's a gap until it comes back with issue 50.
Oh yeah, 41 is actually really good, and I think pivotal to the story as well. So if you can find that somewhere else, Arc Me Mateys, no judgments.
Yeah, but the very last.
If it's not available for to be paid, feel free to find it for a free alternative.
Yeah,
that's my motto.
The very last issue it has on there is 74. So.
Okay, well, that's a good chunk, like I said.
Like I said, it said there's 59 of the.
So close.
Yeah.
So close. Damn you, DC! Damn you!
Damn you! But no, I mean, yeah, I would love the time to go back and read a bunch of this Golden Age stuff.
Can we talk about the fact that they have a freaking villain called Rumpelstiltskin in this?
Again, it was the 40s, love.
And shout out to not only Psycho Pirate, the first one.
I know,
and Sky Pirate too.
They keep calling out the first Psycho Pirate.
Well, that's Charles Halstead, so
yeah,
that's kind of why.
you know, the first one, the one who wasn't effing the multiverse.
Oh yeah, making sweet love to the multiverse. You know this one's got to be. You know this extinction level event has to be bad. So everybody's, you know what? Something's bad's coming out, and you want to be a part of it.
And again, it's 1985, so they're making that distinction. The first Psycho Pirate.
Kind of have to.
Because another one's coming soon.
But yeah, I just, that tickled me pink. I was like, Rumpelstiltskin? Did he eat a baby? We got baby eaters?
But it's like, the whole thing, I don't know. I mean, again, I know they're just for the sake of drama, but it's just like Helena versus Dick. It's just like, well, one, hail, and two, it's, you know, it's like, Dick's like, oh no, you're gonna ruin Batman's good name. It's like, yeah, well, they're about to tar and feather the whole Justice Society.
Let the rich man's legacy burn. Who cares? Oh, I don't know if you noticed, there's a character called Harley Quinn in here, and her real name is Molly Maine, and that's a Green Lantern. Alan Scott thing. So I was just like, I see you. Just know that I see you all the time.
I know, you know, testing his sexuality. Yes, yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like the senators were actually, well, the Congress people, because they weren't senators, they were Congress people. They were really the villains of the piece. So.
I know, and then like every time, like someone like, why are we doing this? No, it's not a trial. This is not a trial.
It's a kangaroo court. You're damn straight it's not a trial.
Exactly.
Well, it's like, really, they could just, I would have let Spectre destroy him. That's just me personally.
Yeah, but then you're just kind of proving their point.
Free us from the shackles of American politics, please.
And again, Lil, aren't these like the idealized classic versions of what superheroes should be?
But at the same time, they did what they had to do. If you ever read a Justice Society book, if you can get past all the time travel and Earth travel back and forth, at the crux of it, their moxie is do what needs to be done, no judgments.
I know, but
I'm just saying, like, even though it's the idealized version, there's no specific, they do what needs to be done, no matter what that looks like.
And it doesn't seem like the Spectre was going to stop with just them. It's like, oh, I'll take you into another world and I'll destroy this whole world. It's like, no.
He was lonely. That's all. It's just a moment of loneliness that snuck up.
And then that's interesting, too, where they're just like, yeah, he's been Jim Corrigan on 2 Earths.
Shh, we don't think about that.
Although I didn't read a ton of that, but I'm just like, I do like that it's like, there's a link there.
Yeah.
Because he was otherworldly. All right, you want to get to the last one?
Yeah, this one is a doozy.
Yes, America vs. the Justice Society, number 4, April 1985. Oh, God. D-Day for Degaton.
Say that 5 times fast!
Hey-oh.
And then, like, leave it listen, this is how we always know Dick Grayson is better than Batman. It starts here, this issue.
As the congressional hearing on the Justice Society comes to a close, Dick Grayson begins to deduce the truth behind the Batman diaries, just as per Degaton emerges to play his masterstroke. Okay, the minute they said the Batman diaries, yeah, modern comics, we would have the trowel without any of the details, and then it's like, oh, if you want the details, you're gonna have to buy the other miniseries, the Batman diaries, where,
No, it would be like the wedding album or something, where it's like $30.
Oh, yeah, but it's gonna be a separate thing. Yeah, if you want the actual details from the diary, you're gonna have to buy this other thing.
Of course. But they would give us a centerfold, poster, at least.
Oh, but yes, this is such a love letter. Yes, the cover to this one is a reference to All-Star Comics 35.
Listen, I'll say it and I'll say it again. Whenever I take people hunting for comic books for me, this is the logo with the stars that I was like, I only want this logo. Don't bring me anything DC without that freaking star logo.
Oh my God. Okay. How do I say this as politely as I can? Bitch, you need to get up here before you flee the country so we can go comic book hunting one day.
Oh my God, poor Danielle. It's like I'm surrounded by nerds.
Oh my God. She would be like, yeah, take them. I don't have to go.
Definitely, that is on the agenda. Don't you worry.
Be like that scene from The Big Bang Theory. We were just sitting there going through long boxes. Got it. Oh,
I just pull out my list. Let me double check. Yep, got it.
Oh, I got the app now. Yeah, I just got to look at my app and be like, do I have this? Oh, yep. Nope. But yeah, they did collect this. I've never seen this collection, but yeah, it's all reprinted in America vs. the Justice Society.
Yeah, that's how I found it.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen it collected anywhere.
Again, like my guy gets, like I told you, he gets like, I don't know how he does it. It blows my mind, the stuff that he has. that he gets, like the really old stuff, and just complete runs, man.
Oh my god, you know what it is? You're in Florida at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
all the old people, like I was telling you,
the old people die, and
their
you know,
kids bring like all the stuff, like all the Star Trek stuff that I have that's like autograph stuff came from like an old person that was like a fan back in the day when like Shatner's autograph was like $35.
Yeah, but yeah, man, the old people die, their kids bring the stuff in. Yep.
Yeah, definitely he gets the estate sales for sure, but like they're not. Some of them aren't in the best condition because people. I've learned that people really did smoke a lot. Like that's not just a movie trope. People smoke cigarettes a lot.
Oh yeah.
I have like quite a few nicotine stained, unfortunately, comics. It's brutal.
Find stuff from the 50s or before. Everything smells like smoke.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was kind of like a joke, but no. They literally were like, "Here, kid, have a cigarette for breakfast." Like, what the hell?
Exactly.
That's not a joke.
I mean, you know how you drink Little Hellfire? That's how people were smoking.
Oh my god. Like I honestly thought it was a joke because, like, honestly, nobody in my family smokes cigarettes. Yeah, I'm the black sheep. I know. So I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, no, like my parents didn't, but like I know my grandparents, especially my grandfather. I mean,
I'm barely old enough to remember when people were allowed to smoke in restaurants. I'm barely old enough to remember that. Yeah. I mean, my grandfather was like cigarettes, cigars. It's oh my god. Yeah.
I'm surprised that when I see people like 80 some years old now, I'm just like, how did you survive?
Well, they didn't really put all the bad stuff in it until the 70s. Like,
True.
Just that makes it addictive and the fiberglass and the menthol and all that stuff.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I guess they had organic cigarettes. Shout out to Clovers! Ask your grandma if you don't, well, probably your great grandma at this point if you don't know what Clovers are. They were the original Virginia Slims, I tell you. That's a little bit of a deep cut. Sorry, kids.
And remember, kids, we've got a free trial.
I'm actually really passionate about old cigarette advertising. It's very fascinating.
And remember, kids, that's free Charlie S. Or send him a pack of Cools if you can.
Smoke them if you can. Oh no, actually, the currency is now ramen. I don't think any federal prison is allowed to have cigarettes, if I remember. So send them ramen. Oodles and noodles.
I like everything.
Or a deck of cards, as Charlie said, because he didn't have cigarettes.
I love how he wasn't trying to promote the image of himself in prison, but then he rolled up his sleeve and, oh my god.
What a prison floozy. It's a bunker! No, sorry, bud.
Tristan, Tristan, can you sit behind me and play the harmonica?
I know his cell phone notification is a harmonica. Come on! He wants that image.
Oh my god, can you imagine? He just needs to turn that camera to the right angle and just like so you can see Tristan laying in the bunk bed behind him.
Nobody knows the trouble. And then this one comes out, chow time!
Lights out!
They all have to play into it. That would be so great. But speaking of prison.
Hey-oh.
Degaton, like, why?
Why, Degaton? Why?
It's always him!
Why, Degaton? Why, Degaton? Separate knob!
No, seriously, it's always him.
I know. He's their Doom, Dr. Doom. He's there. Yeah, I know.
And we should have known. We should have saw it coming. First time I read it, I didn't see it coming. But when we get to it, I'm just like, oh man, him again.
Or is it? It's like, oh hey, how are we gonna? If they ever get a story where it's like, how are we gonna resolve this? I know, time travel, Degaton.
Like I said, it's almost always time travel.
Yeah.
That is one thing that kind of frustrated me about it, because like DC's time travel is garbage. Well, it's because they felt like they never had to put thought into it because it's for kids. Who cares?
And again, like that one story we did. I mean, they're jumping times and universes, and
it's a little hard to follow sometimes.
Yeah,
for sure.
But again, and then every time we get a crisis, that's mucking the timeline up more. So it's like, okay, well, if we time travel, what continuity are we in? Can we jump continuities if we time travel? It's like, ugh. Yeah, but it's like, I think it's more like, oh, hey, are we allowed to?
Yeah, that is like that's my only thing. I do think that gets a little tedious. But like the thing about it is like the mechanics of the story might be tedious, but I feel like the heart of almost every single Justice Society story is pretty good, and that's why I enjoy it.
I mean, is that a way for us to have our cake and eat it too? Is like if they do let them time travel, that's how you get the different continuities. Like if you travel back to the 80s, you're going to be in pre-crisis universe.
Something. We need to get a way back to like this. If you even want to call it a continuity that we're in right now.
Yeah, I know.
Almost I don't read the main books anymore. You know that about me.
Well,
I hardly read the main books for anything anymore.
Oh my God, I love the issue 4 though. Power Girl just comes crashing in and it's like, shut up, I'm going to talk now.
My eyes, well, she didn't even have, well, back then you could say my eyes were too.
I mean, yeah, she was still a,
she's always been a busty Justice member.
Yeah, so not quite in the league she's in now, but yes, no, she's still, again, from day one, that outfit was skin tight at least, yeah.
Yes.
And not like she was.
Shout out to all the cosplayers who are brave enough to cosplay Power Girl.
It's not like she's ever been flat, but yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of good stuff in here. Especially if you want to dive into the history of like DC, specifically the Justice Society and how prolific they. I don't think kids today really know how prolific Justice Society is.
Oh yeah, no.
What an influence it has been on Justice League, even just the Justice League books. I don't think anybody kind of captures that more than Mateus, but I think he did capture a little bit of that what he could with the characters that he had.
Yeah.
And somebody let him write a main Justice League with the Big Seven. For God's sake, somebody let that man do that, please. If World's Finest is to be believed, I think he can do a really good job on that one. The best Superman and Batman has been in a while.
Oh my. Alright, I know you didn't read the Superman. Again, I don't know if I should. Is this classified as a Bat book or just probably not? Deathstroke
Inc. It doesn't matter. We're on the Justice.
Deathstroke Inc.
Oh yeah, I read that. But
so,
you can talk about that one Superman in space if you want it.
I mean, again, it's kind of like this Justice Society issue. I guess they're kind of like setting it in time and letting it's going to be like a thing where they let the characters age. Because I even saw an article. They're like this was probably like going to be part of the Didos 5G, and now that that's not happening, it's kind of just like a its own continuity. It's out of continuity.
Is that the one that was by Mark Russell?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't really.
Yeah.
It sounded interesting, but I just don't have to.
With Mike Allred or at penciling and stuff. Yeah.
Well, probably because it wasn't mainly because it was a $10 book.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like starting in the 60s, and I'm assuming they're just gonna let the characters age from that point.
Oh my, that's very much Spider-Man life story, but that's none of my business.
Yeah, I know, but
that's none of my business.
And also, it's like in the 60s, Clark Kent meets Pariah, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the universe is going to get destroyed. All these universes are getting destroyed. And your Earth's going to get destroyed in like 20 years."
Oh, okay.
That's
an interesting little tidbit.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, they kind of intertwine like real life events and stuff, and again, of course, it's like. Who's trying to make a profit and like trying to start like another world war to sell weapons? Lex.
I mean, just like in real life. Yes.
Well, yeah. well, him and Bruce were like in competition because Bruce is like, oh, I can give you guys all these like battle armor. Basically it's all like bat gear, and it Lex is like, no, we have to nuke the enemy.
And Lex is always right. So anyway.
Oh my. But yeah, it seems like yes, we're getting early version of the Justice League.
Oh, that's so cute! Look at the babies.
Oh my God, it's so funny. When that Abin Sur gives Hal the ring. Well, Hal's under orders they have to shoot him down, so he shoots down this UFO. And the scene where he gives him the ring is so funny because Abin Sur's dying. He gives the ring to Hal, and Hal's like, "I'm not worthy," and Abin Sur's like, "Yeah, you're not," and dies.
Finally, we acknowledge it.
That's so funny. It's like his last words before he dies are like, "Yeah, no, you're not."
But it is what it is.
It basically gives him the yeah, but you're the only one here, so I have no choice.
Honestly, that's how I've always read that interpretation of Hal Jordan. So I'm glad somebody finally confirmed my feeling.
I of course love Hal Jordan.
I of course love John Stewart.
I of course love Kyle Rayner.
Poor Guy Gardner and Gnort.
Oh my God!
Somebody get Kona on the phone.
I know. But no, it's Well, yeah, I mean, look at that original Green Lantern. It's like, well, the Ring picked two people. How was the lesser of two evils? Is him or Guy Gardner? It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we weren't ready for the hillbilly just yet.
No. Not in the late 50s.
Listen, I don't trust, no offense, and I don't trust people who say Guy Gardner's their favorite Green Lantern. I don't. That means you have a Punisher flag on the back of your big old pickup truck. That's what that means.
I mean, ever since Rebirth, they kind of like tempered him. But I mean, yeah, if you're like a fan of like 90s Guy Gardner, yeah, there's something wrong with you.
I'll let Kyle slide. I told you, Kyle is a great White Lantern. He's just not a good Green Lantern.
I mean, we read through that whole 90s Guy Gardner series. Oof.
Yeah, I listened to a couple of those episodes. Poor things.
I think that's what drove Kona away. But no, I was going to ask you, have you been reading Deathstroke Inc. lately?
Of course.
So what do you think about the year one story?
I don't think we need a year one story, but sure. That's something that we haven't really dived into about him. So, I mean, if they feel like that's the way to go, I kind of trust these writers. So,
I mean, we might be getting a little...
But I feel like it's like they're trying to do like a psychological conspiracy action book now.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, where's the ink part of Deathstroke Inc. all of a sudden?
And this happened with Batman Inc. as well. So, they kind of take a pause.
Yeah. But I wonder too, it's like, are they under orders to take a break from current stuff just because him and his little
aftermath?
Him and his little legion him and his little legion are showing up in Dark Crisis, so.
Yeah, I was going to say after Nightwing kicked his ass. Yeah, I'd go back. I'd do a flashback as well. I would. I would get some distance between that absolute brutal takedown.
They might just be under orders, like, no, you can't mess with, what's going on in the current stuff. So yeah, do a flashback.
Yeah, definitely.
But because I'm like, okay, I mean, it's a good story, but I'm like, except for a few maybe minor details, are we getting any new information about his backstory here?
All we're down to is the minor details at this point.
I know.
But I do like that we're basically targeting the last surviving Doctor from the experiment. It's giving Wolverine. It's giving Wolverine, but I'm okay with it, okay?
Yes, weapon. I did get the Weapon X vibes, yes.
Isn't it ironic? Deadpool. I'm just saying. We might be getting a revamp very soon.
It's just an endless cycle of ripping each other off.
Yes, it is. Well, honestly. Like, when oh my god, like I said, I remember when they were desperately trying to create the Hulk, looking at you, what was that, Rampage? Oh my god, that was a terrible time, and they just realized they can't have a Hulk.
And then what did you think of that appearance on the last page of issue 2? Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
Well, Green Arrow.
Yeah.
So are these two forever locked together now? I mean, they appeared together before, but it's ever since the TV show. Ever since the TV show, are they,
honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. Because, I like Manu Bennett. I mean, he's no Joe Manganiello, but, I thought he did good with what they gave him, but, it doesn't feel right, bro.
Is it just the thing though? It's like, even if he beats him, quickly one time, eventually Batman's always going to kick Deathstroke's ass, and at this point, pretty much Nightwing too. But it's like, here's some tension. It's like Green Arrow may not be able to defeat Deathstroke, so there's some tension here.
Which I think is absolutely not true at all. But
I mean, he can, but I think there's more of a doubt in people's minds other than say, Bat God.
Yeah, I think that it would be more brutal. Yeah. For sure. It would be very close. Whoever won that fight, it would be very close. Because they're both, don't back down kind of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about the Green Arrow Deathstroke thing. Because that does stem from Arrow. And I have so many issues with that show. I try to rewatch it, and I just can't. I can't get past when he gets kicked off the cliff. I just stop every single time.
Mm-hmm.
All my Green Arrow stuff has nothing to do with the TV show in my room anymore, stuff like that. So
or like you were saying, him and Damien Dark slap fighting in the street.
I can't even make it that far because, I know that that's coming. And even, this is the thing, I feel like the way that they ended Arrow actually didn't really redeem Oliver. Like, they were on the path, but they didn't go far enough because they were gunning for that Green Arrow and the Canary story. So that really did cut that whole show kind of down. So like, it just kind of left a really bitter taste in my mouth. You know?
William is still out there.
Yeah, seriously. Some say he's still bleeding on the street next to Wildcat. So
still tied to a chair somewhere.
Yeah, no, I still like Deathstroke Inc., but let's get some action back, shall we?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna mention it. Action Comics 1045. I mean, we're finally making some like progress on the world stuff, but I'm just like, man,
well, we should consider 10.
I mean, I'm liking the story better now, but I'm just like, we're still here. But again, is this another case of the Deathstroke where it's like, yeah, you know, we want John to be his own thing on Earth, and Dark Crisis is going on.
Imagine getting Action Comics and you're stuck doing this story.
I mean, if you're to believe Philip Kennedy
Johnson, without Clark, like, oh my god!
Oh, the back.
Like, they let bitches do Rogozar, and I can't even have riot in the street, bud.
Oh my
god!
God.
In the street.
Oh my god! Did you read this?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, that backup story. I mean, we're pulling in Conduit.
Yeesh.
Kenny Braverman, really?
Yeesh. He's like big. He's the big of the freaking Superman world. He is. I will die on that hill if anybody says otherwise. You can catch these hands.
I mean, I didn't think anyone besides me remembered Kenny Braverman. I'm like, oh my god.
That's a deep cut and it's a cool cut, but still.
I mean,
it tells you everything you need to know at that point.
I mean, I heard a collective, Connor McKenna and anyone else going, who?
Yeah. I just shout out to poor Philip Kennedy Johnson. Like, I just want more for him for this book. Like, I feel like this is like a mandate. Like you can't really do much right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these books, it seems like, Dark Crisis is going on, so you can't monkey with a lot of stuff. And I mean, I think it's double for him because it's like, yeah, we want John to become his own thing. So it's like,
yeah. And it was a $5 book, just in case anybody's curious.
Yeah, but
I think that the art was really great. So shout out to, I think it was Riccardo Federici and David Lapham or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But again, yeah, it's like you get a backup and like this Wonder Woman, Detective.
The page wise, it's worth $5.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but also I'm just tired of Mongol. I'm ready to move on.
I know. I mean, at least it seems like Superman's starting to do stuff. I mean, there were many issues I felt like he was just sitting on his butt, but now it's just like
he was just definitely sitting on his finger or rotating for sure.
Whoa. I mean, I get passive resistance, but Superman's like, we're not
my Superman. My Superman would go take all the nukes. That's all I'm saying.
Her Superman would crash through a wall and throw a wife beater through.
Exactly.
Again, the brand, man. Although we have plenty of merch about a mass murderer and a girlfriend beater. Okay. All right. So we done Lilith Hellfire.
Just making sure we got everything.
Is court adjourned?
Oh, I did want to shout out. There is a original graphic novel, Zatanna, the Jewel of Gravesend. So if you like Zatanna, pick that up. I've heard good things. I haven't been able to find it, so I'm gonna order it. And it is $17, but I heard that it's worth it.
Is that one of those young adult things?
Yeah,
or okay, it
is.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Nothing canon, and I like some of the original graphic novels. Some of them are pretty good. Like, I like Young Diana. That one was really good. I think that was the last like real good one that I enjoyed.
I've seen a bunch of them, and I'm just like, I wonder if they, like,
it's a fun take. Like, I really wish they would have done Gotham High. I feel like all these graphic novels actually kind of probably spun out of the failure of Gotham High, the animated cartoon that they wanted to do. So I was always like really a big proponent for that one, and I just feel like that's where all these projects kind of came from. So I think that's why I just kind of keep an eye on them.
Oh, I forget what's the name of that one. There was a Dick Grayson one. Kristen and I did a few years back. It was pretty. It was decent. It was basically his time in the carnival and stuff. There was an adventure there.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good.
Oh, the Lost Carnival.
Yes. So yeah, it was.
That one is really good. I recommend that one.
Oh yeah,
I read that.
Especially as before he met Bruce Wayne. So.
Yes, exactly. They have one for young Batman too. That's really interesting. I'll have to find the name of it and I'll tell you guys next time. But yeah, I enjoy some of them, but I think that last like Starfire daughter one really kind of sent people over the edge. It was, no offense, it was laughably bad. So
I was gonna say, did you read that one?
I did, and I didn't like it. I wanted to like it, but it was just too try hard, I guess. Like there's a fine line when you're writing like YA.
Yeah.
So
again, you gotta like try to keep the essence of the character, but yeah, kind of open it up and make it accessible.
Well, it wasn't even about Starfire; it was about her daughter.
Yeah,
and, how her daughter looked different. Starfire wouldn't care about that. That's what I mean. It just kind of was wonky.
Oh wait, was Starfire giving her crap about how she looked?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not the character.
It's not Corey. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
All right. So we done?
Oh, I had a quick question. Is Young Justice back or not? I heard like they didn't get renewed yet.
Well,
they had that news.
They finished that last season. Yeah, I don't think, as far as I know, there hasn't been any news.
I saw the tweet. They're like, well, as far as we know, we're not renewed yet.
Yeah, I don't think there's been an announcement, but I don't think there's been an announcement either way.
I mean, I remember the last time that we went through this with Young Justice. So I'm just like, well,
I mean,
you guys really shouldn't be skipping big years like that and just assuming we know. So, I mean, at this point, I feel like if Young Justice does get canceled, I'm sad for the people that work there because I don't want anybody to lose their job. But at the same time, okay.
I mean, I'm assuming it could probably go either way at this point because I believe when this last season was on, they were just like, all over social media. They're like, oh yeah, if you want more seasons, man, stream it. Stream it multiple times, watch it, blah blah blah. So.
Yeah. And I've still yet to see any toys for Young Justice. Ray, if you're listening, please prove me wrong, because you did prove me wrong on the Masters of the Universe stuff. I literally have never seen this in my Target.
I mean, I appreciate what they're trying to do with Young Justice, but it just seems like they make the cast too big, and then they try to, okay, we're going to focus on this one, they're going to focus on this one, they're going to focus on this. It's like, keep a core group, stay that, let's see the DCU through this core group of like 5 or 6. Too much.
Too much, yeah. So, and also, do we know if Titans is coming back?
I thought they said they were doing another season. I don't know if they've announced when it's coming, but I thought they said there was another season
Doom
coming.
Patrol? Like, I'm worried about everything.
I'm pretty sure they said there's another Doom Patrol season coming, but I don't know, man.
They've been focusing on, the quote unquote original revival content, like Sex in the City, Pretty Little stuff like I'm not worried about Harley Quinn. That's the only show that I'm not worried about, honestly. So.
I mean, I think they're just taking their good sweet time with everything. I mean, the stuff that is, I don't know what's coming back and what's not, but the stuff that is coming back, I think they're just taking their good sweet time. Which fine, take your time if it's gonna.
I just feel like it's James Gunn's time to create his universe, so like that means
Peacemaker.
Yeah. That's all. That's why I'm just like kind of nervous about everything. I definitely want Doom Patrol to keep going. I'm on the fence about Titans. They have some good episodes, and then there's a long stretch where I'm just like, oh my god.
I know, man. I told you, man. Just go with the Dick Grayson series.
Bro, I wanted the Flying Grayson so bad. You don't know. I have to find that pilot somewhere. I have to find it. It's so good.
And again, it's like, I don't know. They wanted to do Titans, but the last season was in Gotham. It's like, okay. You want your cake and eat it too. It's like, no.
It could be worse. It could be New Gotham.
There's a New Mexico?
I thought the old one was just fine. On that note, give the kids the homework.
All right. Oh, kids, that's right. Since we talked about it a few weeks ago, next week we're going to be doing the Flash 45 through 47. That's that Grodd story.
Gotta go fast.
That's that Grodd story, guest starring Vixen. So. And then in 2 weeks, we'll do the Flash 192 through 194. Yeah, the Jeff Johns stuff. More Grodd. Who also
Give me Grodd.
Who also was at the Villies.
Exactly.
And then, yes, we'll round out the month with Star and Stripe number 1 through 4 to
Stripesy, see?
Because Stargirl premieres in August, which is only next week, even though it doesn't premiere till the end of the month.
Contextual clues.
That's right. And then remember, kids, in September, Lilith Hellfire will not be here.
I disavow all knowledge of what's going going on. You take it up with Phil and his co.
So for the 5 weeks of this show, you'll be getting in September. Yes, Mr. Will Allred and I will be doing some Legion of Superheroes. Starting week 1 with the Great Darkness Saga, which is playing a part in Dark Crisis.
Yes, sir.
And really, really, really Final Crisis.
We swear, guys. It's the final countdown, but you already pulled that. They already pulled it.
Hey-oh.
Although I will stand by 0 hour. I will.
And I'll save the details for closer to, but yes, in October, Ray, we're going to be doing a lot of Black Canary, and there's even a week of more Power Girls, so basically 3 weeks of Black Canary and 1 of Power Girls, so.
Busty Justice Unleashed!
Ray in October, I expected plenty of feedback. Oh my god, I should give him the issues now and be like, okay, you got how many months? Send me feedback. Go ahead, throw it in.
Go ahead, throw it in.
All right, kids. So, yes. So, send us your thoughts. Again, in the next 2 weeks of the Flash stuff, send your thoughts. Email us. Don't monkey around. Send us your feedback. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Unlimited...
Wait. Can you get Will to give us a drop that says, I am Grodd?
Oh, I'm sure I can. Oh, that'd be... Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, I'm going to make a note of that.
I am God.
Oh my god, we should do a live read. Have him just read Grodd in that voice. Human. So yeah, follow Unlimited Justice on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows we do, including the Justice League, Justice Society Facebook fan group, the YouTube channel, this episode, and everything we do, no matter what it is, creator interviews, specials, like our Summer of 69, everything goes up on YouTube. So smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of it.
Smash it.
And you might see when Lilith Hellfire is on camera, she might give you a dirty gesture, so.
When I'm not hungover, yeah.
She's hungover, she can't maintain molecular cohesion, so she's not on camera.
Exactly.
A shapeshifter, she's just like a puddle of goo right now. Hail. Alright, so yes, kids, also, please subscribe to the Patreon. Once again, we're not backed by billionaires, so everything is coming out of our own pockets, so it's a labor of love. Everything is appreciated, but $3 to $5 gets you exclusive content, or early access to creator interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And again, the August episode, we're going to have a special guest, Fabian Nisa Iza, as we talk Dead Man's Hand.
Nisa Iza? Oh, boy!
I love it. I love Chichester was like messaging me. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, the talk's probably going to go off the rails because we're going to have Fabian. So yeah, that's going to be a good one, kids. So you definitely want to subscribe to the Patreon. And of course, Lilith Hellfire loves this pain and suffering of human beings. So superhero movie brackets, we will find the worst superhero movie of all time. And just
don't worry, next year we'll do the Villy Awards.
We'll
get the best villain ever.
You're the best. Yes, the July episode is Catwoman vs. Green Lantern with special guest Mr. Will Allred.
For added man pain.
For Hal Jordan. Oh my god, you know what that means next month's going to be, right? We're going to have to pick a winner from the DC bunch.
Loser, you mean?
Well, yeah. The wiener. Yeah. Oh my god, I have a feeling what it's going to be.
I already know what it's going to be.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. All right, kids. So, yes, so subscribe to the Patreon, or if you're cool enough, pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch.
Take a life, save a life. It's nobody's business what's in your cup.
Hey-oh. Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. 2 cups, 1 podcast.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You save that for our show, Phil. Don't be unclassing the joint.
Oh, the you know what that's coming, you know when. Okay, yeah. Kids, I don't want to give too much away.
Bottled up.
Hey-oh. That's not good. No, kids, I don't want to give too much away, but eventually, I guess we're going to be getting an uncensored show, right, Lilith Hellfire?
Oh, balls to the walls is what we should actually
Hey-oh. Yes, but Lilith Hellfire demands.
I gotta be free!
She's gotta be her.
I do what I want!
Whatever. You will respect her authority. Anyway, so yes, Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk to you about the American judicial system?
Well, if you want to talk that, South Park, anything really, over on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course, on TikTok, making all of the comments and maybe possibly content, looking to hit 1069, and then I will definitely go live at Lilith Hellfire69. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
If you want to talk about foraging in the forest.
Put it here! Seriously, it's a joke. Somebody was freaking joke. Somebody was trying to sneak it in.
Capitalism.
Superior puss.
All right, kids, we're done.
The big finish. I think that is a shirt.
What, Superior Puss?
But then, of course, it has to have Doc Ock on it. So.
No. You know what we need? Superior Puss. Then we dress Charlie up like Otto. Give him big glasses.
The white suit.
Make him wear a bull haircut wig. Oh my God, that's the Charlie puppet we need. He was just like Otto.
We'll have to ask Rob.
Yeah, Rob, come on. Like Jim Henson. Oh my God. All right, kids. Yes, come back next time for the Flash 45 through 47.
We are Grodd.
Wally West, Gorilla Grodd, Vixen, and a talking dog. It's all here.
What is that? Some kind of CW show with a diverse group of attractive friends?
Hey-oh. All right, kids. Come back next time. Remember, get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. Outrageous. Somebody get Ted McGinley on the phone!
We'll be back in a flash.